Hey guys, what's going on? Today we are going to be working on the third brake light of the Mercedes C300. I was really excited to start this month by saying, hey guys, we're going to be installing a sound system today, but no, I need to get this third brake light done. I need to get this third brake light fixed because tickets are expensive down here in Palm Beach County. So, with that being said, I'm going to show you where the third brake light is located. It is located way over here. Unfortunately, to get to this third brake light, there's no way around it. You must take out your rear seat, the rear back seat, and the rear deck. So, I'm going to show you how you guys can do this. It does take a little bit of time, and it does take a lot of patience. You guys are going to get upset, especially at certain parts, taking the seat out. It's going to get stuck on you. Just hang in there. Give it a little bit of time, and you will get there. You'll get to the end, trust me. And what you guys will achieve by doing this is your wallet is going to feel about $1,200 heavier. Because if you take this to the dealership and you have them do it, that's what you're looking at. Now, at the same time, I know some of you have AMGs, and those AMGs are raced at the track. Now, what if I told you you guys could save about 200 pounds in weight? Doesn't that entice you guys to remove the back seat out of the car and so you guys can get better quarter-mile times? So, without wasting any more time, let me go get the tools. I'm going to show you which tools you need, and then we will start taking this whole thing apart. So the very first thing that we're going to want to do is remove the bottom seat out of your car. This is actually the easier one of the two to remove. So what you're going to need to do is get a grip right about here. Push in with your hand and pull up. There you go, you got one side out. Now we're going to go ahead and move over to side number two. Side number two, I'm going to stick our hand in. Literally, it's right about the middle of the seat. Stick your hand in and pull up. There you go. Recapping of how to remove the rear seat. You're going to want to apply pressure in the center. Apply pressure in the middle. And then what you're going to want to do is apply pressure on the side. And at the same time that you're applying to the side, apply pressure this way and pull up. Sounds confusing, right? Well, just give it a watch. 1, 2, 3. Get inside. Hand here. Smack it in. And give it a pull. There you go. And now that you have it out, you can pull your seat out. Let me take a brief moment to show you guys what the underside of the seat looks like. I know some of you are more visual, so if you guys see how it's held in, maybe you'll have a better understanding of how you guys can take the seat out. So this is the seat looking at it upside down, of course. This is the front clip. There's one, there's two. And here are the rear clips. Right here, you have 1, 2. These are the ones that I was pressing on. 1, 2, and 3. Those are the 3 that you have to push down. And then this is the one that you have to, as you can see, you have to push forward and pull up at the same time. So now you have a better understanding of how your seat is. And if you guys wanted to reupholster your seat, this would be the time to do it. As you can see, that's how it's held on. Well, we need to start removing the rear seat. Guys, for the love of God, and Husky, if you're watching this, please endorse me. But for those of you that don't have this tool yet, strongly consider buying one, especially if you're working on German cars or foreign cars. You have basically every Torx bit you need to disassemble a European vehicle. The only Torx bits you don't have are the ones for major body work, like the seatbelt removal or the undercarriage. But for the inside, this tool is amazing. And Husky, if you're watching this, you guys want to send me a couple so I can give away? That'd be awesome. What you're gonna need is a T25. The T25 is gonna go right here, and you're gonna start to take apart how that seat is held in. You can go ahead and remove this nut that is actually holding on because of the child restraint. To get that nut off, what you're gonna need is a 5/8 deep socket. And then you're gonna put it in, and remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Those of you that didn't go to grade school. Hey, welcome to my trunk where I have a spotlight in there because you guys will not be able to see this part. What you need for this particular part is a either Phillips head or flathead, in my case a flathead, and it needs to be long enough for you guys to flip a little switch. The switch is going to be located in here. Oh, man. I think I'm just going to take a nap at this point. Alright, let's get the lights. Okay, so we have the light. Don't know if you guys can see this. There's actually a switch right about here inside this hole where you need to get in and you need to twist like that. Same thing on this side over there. As you guys can see, I'm going to position the camera correctly. There's a switch in there, and all it is a little lock switch that locks when this thing is in place. As you can see, now it's unlocked. At the same time as we're pulling on it, we're going to move the seat belt out of the way. That way you can come out and we can get the seat out. So if you guys are pushing the seat out in this direction, move the seat belt in that direction. Give it a pull. And then of course we're going to lift up over those bolts, the child safety bolts, which are probably the hardest part. Now we're going to go ahead and start pulling the seat out towards this way. Just remember, move your seat belts. You don't want to be pulling on it and then realize why isn't it going anywhere. Get the rear seat out of your car, you can take advantage of this and do two things. First, you can clean back here, and the second thing that you can do is look to see if you guys have any lost valuables, because they will often fall down in between the seat and Manny! I'm rich! Jen! We're going out to Little Caesars! So now that you've found money and you struck gold and you're filthy rich, you can quit watching this video and go live off an island. Those of you that did not find money and are interested in finishing the video, this is actually the really hard part, and this is the part that's either going to make or break some of you. You guys may want to tap out after this. I understand if you do. And there's going to be some of you that are going to push through it. Congratulations, guys. You guys are now more knowledgeable people. What you're going to want to do is start to take apart the rear deck. This is actually the hardest part of the vehicle to disassemble. As you can see, I had a little bit of a water leak here at some point, but not a big deal. If you guys did have a water leak here, this is probably the best time for you to go ahead and recarpet this. I'm going to give you a warning. Do not try and clean this with any products, because you'll actually end up damaging the fabric and it's going to get loose and wobble in the wind. So now what we're going to do is start taking this apart. Pull these off. And then these are actually pull pins that you're going to pull upward like that, and they come off. So I'm going to make a little pile over here on them. So now that you have that, we're gonna actually start to disassemble this portion over here, because this is locked in with this. They're actually kind of like a gear. There's hooks going in this direction, and there's hooks going in this direction. So you have to remove the pillar before you can actually get to the rear deck. And I know what you guys are thinking, this is when you guys are gonna tap out. Don't worry, I'm gonna try and make it as easy as I can for you guys to follow. So to that rear deck is actually take some of this molding off, which is not that difficult. Just get a firm grip on it. You give it a little bit of a pull. It's pretty much all you need. You just need access to this piece right here. Now comes the tricky dicky part, which is removing this piece from the vehicle. And I'm gonna show you guys how to go about and do that. Now you're going to get this piece off of here. That way you guys can pull this off. Some Mercedes don't even have this plastic piece. They actually have this fake leather piece. Still the same step. Just grab firmly and pull. And you guys are gonna have to really pull hard on that. Don't be afraid, because that's what it's held on to by those little fake teeth. So let's get this off. Just one, two. There you go. Now you've given it plenty of room for this to go off the vehicle now. There you go. This is all off. Now you guys can start comfortably working on this panel, which is going to make. So now your very first one is going to be right about here. Just give it a good twist. See, I cheated. Just showing you guys what to do. Just like I said, I got to do everything twice. Unfortunately, there's no real way of me doing this part twice, unless I take apart this whole thing, because you can see this piece actually slides over that. So when you pull it, you got to pull it in a downward motion and it'll come right off. Now you guys are going to be met with the real challenge. This is the freaking mother of all challenges. It's that guy right there that you have to get off without breaking. Keep in mind, this is designed to break away because there is an airbag up here. So I'm going to show you how to get that part off and get this whole panel off. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a good tug in this direction. That sounded like it got loose. Okay, so it's actually upward in this direction. Gets it off. Now I'm going to show you guys the nightmare clip. If I can manage to get past here. Hey, rotting insulation. There's the teeth that I was talking about, and there's the clip, so you guys can see it. It actually comes up over this position right there, and there's the other clip that slides on. So I think I'm going to agree that this is going to be a friggin' nightmare to get back on. Luckily, I'm only pretty sure I may only have to do this once in my life. And now that I have this off, you guys can see that rear deck is ready to go. Okay, so now that you have successfully removed A and B pillars, you can go ahead and start taking this and sliding it down. First thing you want to do is lift up on here, get your hand in there, just like that, pull up. See, now it's going to come sliding all the way down. Of course, you're gonna have to get all this stuff out of the way. Now you have access to your rear deck. If we don't have that rear deck back here, we can just grab our molding and take it out too. Just lifts up and pulls right out. It's a little bit of a tricky creature. As you can see, it's tucked in nicely in certain areas. But you just fight with it a little bit, she'll give out. Phillips head, this is a size 2-bit. Very important because these screws are made out of plastic, so you really don't want to mess this part up. So you can see, all it is a plastic screw that goes right into a little mechanism like this, an expander. Hey guys, now that you got the 5 screws out, there's still one more German booby trap along the way, and that's getting it out. I know some of you guys are just gonna start yanking on it, nothing's gonna happen. Well, each one of these 5 components is actually a clip. So you have to grab here, lift up, and pull. There's one, move to the second one, 2, third one, fourth one, 5th one. Now that you got all 5 out, now the whole thing's gonna slide on out. The trick to getting this out is you gotta start on the side with the cable and work your way down. Just stick the tool in, twist, and then you'll hear it pop off once, and then you just keep working your way down. Just 2. Go down to our next one. 3, and then finally number 4. Okay, and then once you get to the end, this is going to be the hard one. You're going to give it one more twist, and then the whole unit's just going to come right on out. So there you go. You guys have your brake light out, and now with the brake light out, you can replace this. And let me make a small reminder to you guys: buy OEM parts. You see the amount of work you have to go to replace one brake light. Buy the OEM part, then you guys can put it back into the car, and then you don't have to worry about it for another 10 years. Okay? I know some of you are going to be tempted to go on eBay or on Amazon and purchase a $20 version of this. Don't do it. Guys, that is going to be it for today. I really hope that this helps some of you guys out. I hope this encourages those of you that are afraid to work on your car to go ahead and jump on in and do it. Just do it. Unless you guys are filthy rich and you guys want to shell out about $1,400 to Mercedes, then in that case, do that. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button. And if you guys are interested in more of these videos or interested in seeing what I plan on doing to this Mercedes, hit that subscribe button and keep up with my videos. There's plenty of stuff I've done, from the light up illuminated star, and now I'm going to be putting in the sound system into this car. It's going to be a really great tutorial process for those of you that are buying a used luxury vehicle that has plenty of life left in it. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace out. Now to reward myself for the hard work. Freaking 20 old-fashioned donuts.